The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast, is brought to you by, well, of course, you. If you want to learn more about how you can support the show, go to patreon.com/expat2020. Hey everybody, this is The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast, episode 33. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Dan. Dan, how you doing today, man?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Just a busy week. Went back to work again on Thursday. So, all the children's situations are in order now. So how about for you?
Taking a bit of time off from work to sort out my collection and stuff. Having a bit of a sort out, a bit of a clear out, getting rid of some stuff, getting some new stuff in. It's all been good.
Nice.
Have you had all your entrance ceremonies now?
Yeah, but luckily I was at different schools on those days, so I was spared having to deal with any of those. So
explain the joys of Japanese school entrance ceremonies.
It's
to our listeners.
Oh goodness. Basically, it's stand up, sit down, listen to speeches, stand up, sit down, walk out. That's pretty much it.
I don't miss that. So yeah, basically, at the start of every school year, the whole school gets together in the assembly hall or gymnasium, and there's lots and lots of talking.
Yes.
And yeah, like you said, up, down, leave.
Yeah.
The Japanese, they love their formality. They bloody love it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And then it's the same thing at the end of the school year too, with the graduation ceremony. So.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's even longer.
And the graduation ceremonies are like funerals.
They are.
Everybody cries and they're playing sad music and everything. So
it's about 3 hours long as well. It's phenomenal. It's. I don't want to be rude, but it's a bit of a waste of a day. But you get to go home early though, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss it. Oh,
I'm sure you do, man.
Oh, good times.
All right, it's time to introduce our special guest, and he's making his second appearance on The Arena. brutalhill on Twitch and on Twitter at Silent Hill Dude. So, Brutal, welcome again, and please tell everybody, all the listeners, what you've been playing, man, and what have you been streaming recently?
I've been playing a lot of. I just finished recently bending the ink machine. Oh my god, man! I fucking love that game. It was great. And I've been playing a lot of Dirt 5. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah.
Oh. How long has Dirt 5 been out for now?
I think it's like the launch of the Series X since like November or something.
Wow. I see. All right. Well, thanks for that, and we really appreciate you coming on, man. Thanks for being on. We're looking forward to having you on tonight, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Before Dan and Expat discuss what they have been playing, this episode of The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast, will be going up on Patreon at patreon.com/expat2020 in early access for the first 3 days after recording. So if you would like to support the show and become a patron at the entry tier 1 level at $1 per month and get early access to every episode and listen ad-free along with other perks, including exclusive post-show content after every show, plus special bonus episodes, please visit patreon.com/expat2020 for further details. On Tuesdays each week, the podcast will be uploaded to all of the free podcast services, where you can find us on any podcast app for iOS or Android, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Expat's YouTube channel, Expat 2020 Gaming. Just download your favorite podcast app, or open Spotify and search for The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast. Subscribe, follow us, post a review, and leave us questions, comments, and feedback if you like. If that feature is available there, and spread the word about the podcast. We also have a Discord called The Arena Podcast, where you can join and chat with the Arena Podcast community, and a website at expat2020.podbean.com, where you can follow us and leave questions and comments as well. Finally, you can also follow us on Twitter at the Arena AMPGNP, as well as on Instagram at the Arena_podcast. Now, back to the show.
Dan, I've been playing a game called Narita Boy. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's a new one that's out now, Narita Boy. And yeah, it's on the Switch as well, but I've been playing it on Game Pass on Xbox. So it's a radical action adventure as a legendary pixel hero that's kind of trapped as a mere echo within a digital kingdom.
Right.
And what's really cool about it, it's very colorful. There's lots of flashing lights though in the game, but what's really cool about it is it's a linear type of experience. You know, you have to jump as well, but you get this like mythical, like multicolored laser sword, and you're like cutting down enemies and stuff. It's pretty cool, and the story is interesting because you have to go into this area where there's totems, and these totems open up, and you go inside and you access the memories of the creator of the game. And of course, Narita Boy stands for Narita, as in the city of Narita here in Chiba Prefecture in Japan, where the creator was born. So, like the first totem you open up, you get to access the memories of his birth, and then it goes on like to his first visit to a shrine. So it's quite interesting. So I've been playing that. I also started Oddworld Soulstorm, which is on PS5, and it's free this month on PS Plus. And it's very, very pretty. I mean, of course, it shows off the PS5. It's like the cutscene is like, the first cutscene is almost like 10 minutes long. And then after that, you're in this like cave, and you're basically having to jump and escape an onslaught. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I'm pretty much still in the first hour of the game, though. So I'm enjoying that. What have you been playing, man?
So I think on last episode I mentioned I was playing Shining Force, which I finished last weekend. It was amazing. I'll talk more about that later. And what else? I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima, which is really, really good. That probably should have got Game of the Year. I think it's a better game than Last of Us Part 2.
Really?
I agree.
Yeah, right. Yeah, good. That's the correct answer. I'm surprised by how good it is. I mean, it does fall in a lot of the trappings of, the whole open world, the occasional busy work, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it does feel like you're just doing a checklist of things to do before we move on to the next thing. But on the whole, it's been a really good experience. And, once you get in tune with the combat, it's pretty damn good. And I've been training. I've been driving trains a lot this week just to de-stress.
Yeah.
So that's me.
Yeah, it's like Dan was also asking me to send him Denshide Go. It's in Japanese, but it's like a Yamanote-sen, which is the Yamanote line in Tokyo. So
I'm well excited for that.
I sent it out. You should be getting it soon, hopefully. So
it's on the PS4 as well, but it's so expensive on the PS4. For some reason, like niche games like this in Japan always have like crazy prices. I mean, the game wouldn't have taken, well, mind you, we'd have to pay for the license for Japan Rail East, wouldn't it? But anyway, it's a lot of money. I think it's like 50. It's like a premium title on the PS4, and I think it's 1,000 yen less on the Switch. I'll be streaming that when it gets there because I love trains. And train games are awesome, so yeah,
as you probably know by now, listeners, Dan is a simulator type of game guy.
I do like
anything farming simulator, train simulator, anything. So.
I know love people who enjoy those games too.
Yeah, right. What are you playing? Go on. Sorry.
No, okay. So I was gonna go ahead and get into the weekly news beat.
I want to know about what Sims Brutal's into.
Oh no!
Go ahead, Brutal.
I said I know people who enjoy those games. I personally haven't played any or tried any yet. I'm sure there's some that are like fun, but I haven't tried any.
Farming sim. You'll love that. You'll instantly get to grips with it. It's awesome.
Cool. All right, so let's jump into the news for this week. So the first bit of news is about E3. So we got some more details on what's going on at E3. So it's going to, of course, take the form of an all-digital event again, and it's going to run through June 12th through the 15th. And the ESA has confirmed that the event will consist of live press conferences and a 4-day-long video stream, which is interesting because it was reported earlier, I think it was on VGC, that the ESA was considering having a paywall for certain portions of the events. And VGC and some others got wind of that, and the ESA backtracked on that. So everything's going to be free. So the attendees, of course, Xbox, Nintendo, Capcom, Konami, Ubisoft, Take-Two, Warner Brothers, and Koch Media are all confirmed to be making an appearance. However, Sony is noticeably absent again, as we know now. So we don't know in the future if they're going to backtrack and say we're actually going to be coming, but for the moment, they are still absent from this year's E3. So what do you guys think of this? What do you think of Sony potentially backing out again? Brutal, what do you think? We'll let you start with this one.
It's not surprising. I know they're trying to do their own thing now, and honestly, I don't even like their what is the state of play. Most of them are just like, for the most part, it's been mostly like small games, and I mean, small games are good, but they've never like. There's like one or two that had like great announcements, but last year they had like a lot of just small announcements that didn't catch anything for me, anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Dan, what do you think of Sony potentially backing out again on this when, you got Xbox and Nintendo and some of the others going to be there? What do you think?
I mean, maybe it's got nothing to say. Maybe they were storing it all up for, like a state of play later in the year or something. I mean, it does make sense, with the ongoing, COVID crisis and that, and the endless amount of delays. It would make more sense to pool all the, announcements together. So it would make sense for them to be at E3 because, everyone's having these difficulties getting their games out, but you can disguise it. So it's better to have like 10 companies announcing their 2 or 3 games that are still in progress and coming out this year, as opposed to just having like all these discrete little, Sony having their own thing, Microsoft having their own thing, Nintendo having their own thing. It's good to see Nintendo getting back in though, but it's just going to be a branded direct, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
it was
Brutal.
Nintendo Direct so? E3.
Yeah. I think so. I think for me, the surprising thing is that Konami's going to be there. Like, what the fuck are they going to announce? I mean, they could announce pretty much something that's what everybody keeps saying, another pachinko. But it's just weird that they're gonna be at E3. I mean, who knows what they're.
I reckon they're gonna show off an HD compilation of Metal Gear Solid, or the like. That's my opinion.
That's a possibility. Yeah.
Probably like, because I had on the PS3. There's the HD collection, so it's like the MSX, Metal Gear, and Metal Gear 2, and Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Peace Walker, Metal Gear. That's it, isn't it, on that one? There's 2 on there as well. But anyway, I think most of them are on there. I think we'll have that for the PS5 and Xbox, the new Xbox. Yeah, it'd make more sense.
Yeah, I definitely think with Xbox we're going to see more Halo Infinite. I think they're going to be pushing that a lot. And then you're going to see a lot of some of their, maybe Starfield. They're going to push the Bethesda thing with Game Pass. And then they're going to probably have some new announcements for some of the other studios probably as well. And as you were talking about with Sony not possibly being there because they don't have anything to announce. I mean, also just the other day, Deathloop was delayed again. And that's the game from Arcane Studios, which is actually a Bethesda studio, which is now owned by Xbox. But they had the timed exclusivity for it. So now it's coming out in September.
Yeah.
But then again, who knows? I mean, they might have to delay that again. I don't know. But
I hope.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone cares about delays anymore. I mean, surely.
Yeah.
After seeing Cyberpunk, everyone on the planet should be like, oh, okay, yeah, take your time.
Yeah.
I think.
Definitely.
Yeah. No one should care about delays anymore. It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Although Star Wars, what the hell's going on? Star Wars Lego? Where's my bloody Star Wars Lego?
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows?
Raid.
What I want to see at E3 from Microsoft, I want to see hopefully like Fable gameplay or Hellblade 2 gameplay or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be great to see.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd love Fable.
Me too.
And I would presume also with Warner Brothers, you're going to see more of Arkham Knights.
Gotham Knights, yeah.
Yeah, Gotham Knights. I'm sorry. Yeah, Gotham Knights, and probably some of the the Suicide Squad game.
We need to see gameplay for that because I mean, they showed a trailer, but it didn't really like got my attention because it was just a cut, like a cinematic trailer or whatever.
Yeah. From Capcom, probably more Monster Hunter. Maybe some extended content for Monster Hunter Rise. We're going to be talking about Monster Hunter a little bit later, but I could see that happening, and then some other stuff with Capcom. But yeah. But
I wish they would do another Dead Rising, but I know they're not going to do that. So
yeah.
So, and then of course EA. EA is probably going to be pushing Battlefield 6 and possibly Game Pass Day 1. Yeah, could be. So, Activision, Blizzard, of course, the next Call of Duty, and then probably with Blizzard, you're going to see some probably Diablo 4, and probably Overwatch 2 because those aren't coming out until next year now. So, most likely.
Oh, yeah. I forgot they were making another Overwatch.
Yeah. Square Enix, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another Tomb Raider announcement or something.
That needs to die now.
Square Enix. Yeah. What was the game that just came out that did terrible from them?
Was it Balan Wonderland?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Balan Wonderland, Balan Wonderworld. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh man, I was so like, I had high hopes for that, and then I played the demo, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad," and it was.
Well, I mean, Square Enix might have some more material, or some DLC for Outriders. They might be discussing that as well, but I don't know. We'll see. But so at least we know more information now. June 12th through the 15th. So. We will be, of course, covering a lot of that, I'm sure. So, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So next up, you guys heard about, of course, Xbox is going to be at E3, obviously. And who knows? We might get a potential partnership with Kojima. Of course, we don't know if this is going to go through. It's like all the media outlets out there have been,
everybody's
just blowing up about this, and oh God, it's happening, but we don't know if it's happening.
Yeah. Last year was about PlayStation and Kojima. Now this year's it's funny because I said this last year or a couple months ago. Everybody was talking about Kojima and PlayStation. I'll be like, oh, they're gonna talk about Kojima and Xbox next and shit, and now it's happening.
Yeah. So but from what we know for sure is they are in talks, but who knows where those talks are going and what's going to happen, if it's actually going to work out. But the art director for Kojima Productions, Shinkawa Yoji, he was saying that their next game is going to be revealed soon. So you kind of figure, will it be at E3, or Xbox is having an event later this month. So who knows if there is a deal that's going to be finalized, maybe they're going to announce something then, or maybe it's going to be pushed to E3 and they're going to show something off. Most likely it's going to be another horror game from Kojima, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Dan, do you think this could possibly take off? I mean, if Xbox were to pull this off, I think it would open the doors for more publishing opportunities with Japanese developers here in Japan. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one because again, there's still the whole famous anti non-Japanese machines that devs have, but I think that's going away now, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really don't know about this one. I don't know enough about it. yeah, bleh. I mean, again, it's just so much speculation and just foggy details. It's kind of like meh. Yeah, I really don't know. I'm not sure it's any more of a big deal than, you know, if like say it does come to Game Pass, or like you speculated, and I don't know. It strikes me like in Japan they've got that culture of if it's worth paying for, it must be good. You know what I mean? Like, so like some things are crazy expensive, even though they're entirely average in Japan, right? Because people go, oh, it's expensive, it must be really, really good.
Yeah.
So my theory being that if like Kojima does sign with Xbox and this game comes out for free on Game Pass or whatever, I don't know, would it be viewed as not as good, or somehow would you be diminished in the eyes of the Japanese gaming public?
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't know with the Japanese gaming community. It depends on how many people are signed up for Game Pass.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I think at the moment it's probably going to be catered more to the Western, you know, gaming communities, which, you know, the majority of subscribers are in the West. So
Sure.
I don't know. We'll see. But if Kojima were to do this, this might actually boost subscriptions.
Yeah, possibly.
I was about to say that. I was about to say that too. If there is a deal and the game, whatever game they're working at, looks phenomenal, everybody's gonna sign up for Game Pass.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. It was like Death Stranding wasn't an exclusive, was it?
It was a PlayStation
timed exclusive, I think it was. Yeah.
The game was terrible. So boring.
Yeah, if you like delivery service, like if you're a UPS driver or a FedEx employee, you probably love Death Stranding. But
oh wait, did it ever come to Xbox?
No,
it went to PC though. Came to PC. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, because I thought, you know, because I don't know, that strikes me as unusual, especially, you know. So there's a precedent that it would be assigned to one machine. So if Kojima was to sign with Microsoft, it would only be on the Xbox, which is unusual. That would be interesting. That would be very, very interesting if he goes from being, you know, because famously he's had a lot of support from Sony. Like Sony funded Death Stranding. Well, they put a lot of money into Death Stranding. Yeah. You know, so I'd be interested to see him do a 180 and go, "Nah, I'm going with Microsoft now." That would be that. See, that probably would.
Do you think that? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go on.
I was gonna say, do you think that if he does sign up for Xbox, that he'll bring Death Stranding to Xbox?
Oh, maybe, I don't know. But I think it's done, and I don't know what's the general. I mean, like you instantly said, like that game is so boring, and that's a thing I've heard a lot of people say. I lent a game to a mate at work, and she give it about 10 minutes and instantly checked out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the effect Death Stranding has had on Kojima's legacy and how people view the following game. Because when it was announced that another game was coming out, I was like, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, what they're going to do with it, but yeah, I'd be interested to see what the general reaction is to other people who, you know, the polarizing reaction that came with Death Stranding. Because I actually quite liked it. I thought it was all right. I quite like the isolation and the solitude of it was quite good. But yeah, man, it was a lot of walking around carrying letters for people.
Yeah. We have to also remember too.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I was just going to say that we also have to remember too that Kojima is notoriously slow at making games. I mean, Death Stranding was like in production for probably at least 7 or 8 years. So I mean, you figure the next game. I mean, even if it's announced, you know, this year, this could be like a cyberpunk type of effect where it doesn't come out for another 7 or 8 years. Who knows? But
maybe, yeah. But I think, you know, their engine they made for Death Stranding, I think, aren't they? They were talking a good game about that, so maybe it won't take as long, because I think that was bespoke, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So they can use that, so they'll take away the development time for their engine, and they can just get crack with a new game.
Yeah, another factor also could be the situation going on with Sony now. You know, Sony wanting to make a remake of The Last of Us and be into the big, you know, like a blockbuster type of games.
I started reading that article. Yeah.
And maybe Kojima doesn't like that at all, and he's starting to feel like, hey, this is Konami all over again, telling me what I have to do all the time. And so maybe that might be a reason why he's talking with Microsoft now. I don't know.
That would make sense.
It's odd, yeah, that and going off on a tangent again, but like that what's going on at Sony right now, they're pushing the blockbusters and taking people off possibly interesting games to just remake games that have already been successful. There's gonna be a third copy of The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like what the F? We've got it. So we've had it on the PS3, we had the remake, and now we're getting a remake of the remake on PS5. What's the point?
And the worst part is, they're going to make some bad changes to that remake.
That's another thing, because I've heard it's not just a case of tweaking it. There's going to be changes to it.
Yeah.
Which is mortifying.
Do you think that could be, like, for example, we have the Last of Us series coming to HBO Now or HBO Go or whatever it is. Yeah. So, I mean, do you think they're going to be, making changes because of the TV series?
I hope not.
I think I don't know, but I think there's talk of making it in. Well, no, I don't want to speculate, but yeah, I'm sure there'll be some sort of silly minor changes that will just really annoy people. But it's more the case of like people working on legitimately good things, and being absorbed into making the same thing again, is not great. Was it Sony Bend, Oregon?
Yeah, Sony Bend. Yeah,
they're becoming, they've been assimilated into like Naughty Dog North or something, and that's what their concern is. They're going to become some sort of ancillary for freaking Naughty Dog and just tidy up their messes rather than make their own games and stuff. But that's for another topic. That's for another week, probably.
Yeah, because part of that story was that Sony Bend in 2019 pushed the idea for a sequel to Days Gone.
Days Gone, yeah.
I was going to say that too.
And they rejected it. Told them you got to work on something new. So
that's just bad, man. Like they had a new IP, and instead of making a sequel, they're just going to remake a game that came out like two times already. Like what? I don't understand.
Yeah, it seems like a bit of a waste of resources. Weird.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on to story number 3 tonight. Nintendo has announced Pacman 99. I don't know if you guys have a subscription to the online service for Nintendo, but you can download this now. Pacman 99, new multiplayer game that will be included with its Nintendo Switch online subscription service. So, I don't know. I'm thinking of playing this pretty soon, actually. I do want to give this a try. Because, everybody, everybody out here in Japan loves Pac-Man, obviously. So, but from what they're saying about the game is you can make it difficult for opponents by munching on power pellets, eating ghosts, sending Jammer Pac-Man over to their screen. So kind of like a multiplayer aspect of the game. So it's basically a multiplayer game. There are 8 different preset strategies you can use to screw with other players and, for example, speeding up their games. So what do you guys think of this? Is this something that you guys would try out?
Meh. Kind of. I don't know. It looks all right. Again, the whole multiplayer turns you off kind of, but it's that, asynchronous, not entirely multiplayer thing that's not as horrendous as actual multiplayer. But yeah, no, I'll have it. It's free, so I might have a go. But yeah, Pacman, although it is amazing, obviously, and very, very historically important, I don't know. It's just not really my cup of tea.
Yeah. So is it because the battle royale style of play and the multiplayer elements? Is that what's turning you off to it, Dan?
A little bit of that, yeah. And like the gimmicks. I watched a trailer for it last night, and it looks all right. And again, for free, why not have a go? But yeah, it plays the same as that Mario 35 did, whereas in like you kill enemies and do stuff in your game, and they teleport to other people's games. So yeah, it's not quite direct multiplayer, but no, it looks all right.
Brutal, how about you? Is this something you're going to give a try for? Monster or the Pacman 99? Yeah.
He's dead, Jim.
Hello.
Oh, hey, man.
There you are.
Oh, I don't know what happened. I was talking. I didn't know.
Okay, yeah, no,
I was gonna say,
we're just asking you. Yeah, is this like Pacman 99? Is this a game that you'd be interested in trying out?
oh yeah, I'd probably try out for a little bit. I'm not. I know I'm not gonna get hooked on it because of the. I don't like when a game like that is like fast paced and you gotta like worry about everybody else trying to get you. That's just it's not for me. But I'll try it, see how it is.
I see. Dan, do you think Pacman 99 will spark more of an interest in retro gaming?
No, because like Pac-Man's one of those ubiquitous things that's never really gone away. It's like 41 years old now. And it's always been there. So I don't know. I don't think it will. Yeah, I mean, it might spark. I mean, we've already had this. Like back on the 360, there was like Pac-Man Championship Edition, I think it was called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one. That was pretty hardcore, and that was pretty well received and pretty special. So it's kind of already been done. But yeah, no, I mean, I can't imagine people playing this and going, "Oh, I want to play the original freaking original." What would it be? 1980, 79? Pac-Man as well. Get a feel for it. I hope so, but probably not. Probably not.
Okay. Well, it's time for our Japan focus. So, Monster Hunter Rise shipments and digital sales top 5 million. So the milestone has been achieved 1 week after release. So it's pretty amazing. So it launched for the Switch on March 26th worldwide and surpassed 4 million shipments and digital sales on March 29th. So a PC version is planned for release in early 2022. But I'm wondering if this game's going to be coming to consoles or not. But I mean, the last Monster Hunter game that came to consoles, of course, was Monster Hunter World in 2018. So with that game, Capcom aimed to attract a global audience using the power of advanced home gaming consoles and computers, and released the title simultaneously worldwide. So Monster Hunter World, of course, became the best-selling Monster Hunter game within 3 days of its release and became Capcom's single best-selling video game of the time, with 17.2 million sales by December of last year.
Good Lord.
So, and that was including, of course, 70% of sales outside of Japan. So, yeah, I mean, Monster Hunter, of course, this series has been ongoing since 2004. It's been on almost every platform known to man. PlayStation 2, 3, 4, PlayStation Portable, PlayStation Vita, Windows, the Wii, the Wii U, Xbox 360, Xbox One, the 3DS, and Nintendo Switch, and on Android and iOS as well. So this is a great bit of news for Capcom, and especially for Monster Hunter Rise.
For sure.
So I want to ask you guys, have you ever been into Monster Hunter, and what games can you recollect on that you've played in the Monster Hunter series, and which one would you say was your favorite? And since you're our retro guy.
Oh God.
Yeah.
This is a series I'm not that massively into. So the one I've played a couple of them. I've played it on the 3DS. Well, that was 4, right? Monster Hunter 4 on the 3DS. Yeah. That's pretty damn impressive. But the one I spent the most time to is the one on the Wii, Monster Hunter 3 on the Wii, 3Wii. Also known as Try. Yeah, that was good. I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I put some serious hours into it, but it's just not for me. I mean, there are things I like about it. I like the idea of so your character never changes. You've got the same character at the start as at the end of the game, and it's all about your weapons and your armor that change your stats. That's quite interesting. Yeah. And the idea of having to go after, you start off with little monsters, then medium monsters, then go for the massive monsters at the end. I always thought the idea of having to, because they're quite multiplayer focused now, so that they kind of want you to band up with your mates and go on like a little hunting party together, which kind of like is a bit of a deterrent for me, I suppose. But so when I came to Japan the first time, I was too late. I missed the craze of I mean, it was the PSP that really sent this thing skyrocketing, right? It was it went
huge
utterly
on the PSP,
bonkers on PSP, and trains full of salarymen all playing LAN, or LAN, but it's LAN. Monster Hunter, and I got there just after that bubble had kind of collapsed. When I got there was only a handful of people still playing PSPs and stuff, which is kind of a downer. But it would have been great to have seen that, man. Just everyone, freaking in their black business suits, black suit, white shirt, black tie, all hunched over a PSP, trying to take down I don't know, whatever the hell monsters are called.
Yeah. But on the Vita as well. It was huge on the Vita too.
Yeah, I was there. I don't remember seeing it much because Vita didn't have the numbers that the PSP had, unfortunately. Which I
think it was Monster Hunter Frontier. Yeah, that was huge for the Vita.
Yeah,
Frontier G, I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's not really my cup of tea. I mean, meh.
Yeah. How about you, Brutal? Did you ever get into Monster Hunter at all?
The only one I played was Monster Hunter World, and I tried to get into it, but I just couldn't. And there's a big learning curve with that game, and it's just I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I mean, it looked great, and the monsters were cool, but I couldn't get into it.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah, it's good. I wonder. Sorry, go on.
No, go ahead, Dan. You go.
I was thinking saying that about how the learning curve and learning a lot to go. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, and there was continual, I guess, kind of like a law to it all. But I wonder how much it relies on you having played previous games. So I haven't played this one. I might go and have a go at this one at some point when it gets to a reasonable price and stuff. Yeah. But I wonder if it cashes in on its legacy too much, and that's what's making it hard to get into. I don't know, because I remember when I played 3, I was like, this is obviously part of a series, and there's a lot of shorthand here for people who've already played the series, and maybe as a newcomer, it's kind of a bit impenetrable. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but anyway, there are tons of titles available for Monster Hunter on almost every available platform. So, check them out. And Monster Hunter Rise is really big right now. So, especially with the Twitch streaming community, it's pretty huge right now. So
I saw Burley was doing it.
Yeah, Burley. Yeah, Burley was up there with the Monster Hunter. Yeah, and a lot of the Japanese streamers are playing Monster Hunter Rise.
Oh, of course,
pretty much what they're playing now. So, so give that a try if you haven't already. So next, let's go ahead and jump into our topic of the show. So we're going to talk about casual gamers. Now, there was a story that came out about a week ago, a little over a week ago, actually. A Twitch streamer named Ashley Roboto. She put out some opinions about gatekeeping the gaming community, and her thoughts got a lot of support in social media. So basically, she was talking about the phenomenon of the backlash that some people started receiving after suggesting Dark Souls could use an easy mode.
Piss off.
And let me finish. And she was talking about the discrimination against casual players or people who do not play in hard mode, and that they shouldn't be discriminated against. So
yes, they should.
Let's go ahead. Brutal, let's go ahead and start with you, man. What do you think of this?
I think it would be nice to have other options, but I know those games are not meant for the casual gamers. I mean, I personally played some of those Dark Souls games, and I mean, they're fun, but the difficulty doesn't bother me. It's the grinding of those games. That's why I'm like, it's not for me. But if it's not for you, then don't whine and just play something else.
True.
Not everything's gonna be focused for. Not everything's gonna be for everybody. So I think that maybe people should, not worry about it or not think about it too much.
Should developers take more consideration into a casual gamer's playing style? Brutal. What do you think?
No. That's all I have to say. No, because I mean, like I said, there's games for casual gamers and there's games for everybody else. Different people, like not everything has to be set for casual gamers. I understand why some people want, more of a better experience for them because they're not into those kind of games or whatever. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, from the article that came out from this story, the Miyazaki Hidetaka, he's the the game's creator of Dark Souls. It seems like this Twitch streamer and Miyazaki seem to share the idea that it is a shame that gamers would miss the opportunity to play a game with a great narrative, just because it is too hard for them and the community. For example, that requires everyone to play in hard mode. And so Miyazaki had thought about putting an easy mode into Dark Souls. But
I'm not gonna lie,
obviously that didn't happen, yeah. But
I'm not gonna lie, if there was an easy mode in Dark Souls, I'd probably play it.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Okay, Dan, take it away. What are your thoughts on this?
My turn.
I have an idea what you're gonna say, but go ahead, man.
Right, I'm gonna say something very controversial. Dark Souls, the Soulsborne series, a casual player can finish that game. I don't want to hear your excuses. It's bollocks. Having an easy mode entirely defeats the point. If you can't finish Dark Souls, it's because you're not paying attention. Like they're hard. No, that's wrong. I'd say they're more challenging. I don't know. You totally can do these games. Like if you sit down and put the time in and learn the mechanics and learn how the game works, then you can do it.
What about an older player, like somebody in their 60s or 70s that have problems with hand coordination? Can they finish this game?
There's Candy Crush in Philly Boots.
I understand what Dan is saying, but at the same time, we're talking about casual gamers. They're not gonna want to waste their time, learning the mechanics, learning how to defeat. They're casual gamers for a reason. They don't care about that stuff.
Then Dark Souls ain't for you. And then come back to your point of like,
exactly.
Yeah, not everything. This is what annoys me. Like, everyone expects the world to pander to them. It's like, I only play games for 14 minutes a month. Why can't I get easy mode on Dark Souls? And if you've got 14 minutes a month to play a game, piss off. You're not going to get anything out of Dark Souls. It'll take you 65 years to finish Dark Souls anyway.
Oh God!
Like, I don't get it. Like, but this is it.
That's about how long it would take me to finish it, actually, probably.
Yeah, but it pisses me off because you could. So there's a guy at work I talked to, and like he has this defeatist attitude, and I'm like, if you just sat down and worked at it, you could do it. But this is the thing. Like nowadays, like I mean, I'm sure each of us right now is playing at least 4 games on the go right now, right? I mean, I can tell you, I'm playing like at least 4 games concurrently. I hop between the 4 of them, right? Yeah. If I'd sat down and focused on just one of them and gave it my 100% of my attention, I'd do amazingly well at it. Yeah. And I think that, that's just the point. Like, I think if you just sit down and just play one game and focus on the one game, you could do it.
I don't know if it's a defeatist attitude with me, Dan. I think it's more of a lack of patience type of attitude. Because, I mean, I want to sit there, I want to play and I want to defeat it. I want to win. But it's like, there's 20 other games that are sitting there waiting for me.
Yeah, but that's not the game's fault. That's not the game's fault. Yeah. That's your fault.
Yeah, that's my fault. I admit that.
Well, I
admit that.
But unlike the whole idea with playing it, whatever, man. If you want to play games, that's fine. That's fine. But also, I think a big part of it is developers' intent. Like, there's a reason why they're called normal. That's the default. That's what it was designed for. Now, some games don't. Like Halo, for example. Halo is designed to be played on heroic, right? Or one up from. There's like the default difficulty, and there's the one up from that. And they say in the blurb, this is what we intend you to play at, right?
Yeah, but like for example, Uncharted has crushing mode. Right.
Yes, but that's not the default. That's not what they want. They don't recommend you play that. It's called normal for a reason. That being it's the default. I mean, yeah, you can look up and go, I'm gonna play on crushing, whatever, but. Yeah. there's a default value which the other ones are spawned off from. So they focus on making normal, and they go, okay, now to make it easy, we're going to reduce this value, and to make it hard, we're going to increase this value. All games are like that. But of course, there are some exceptions, like Halo, which the default is actually above normal. So, and yeah, you can go above and below that. But so the developer's intent is for you to play this game in this way. So they want you to play it on normal and then hopefully progress to the harder modes, obviously. Or if you want to jump in straight to hard mode, that's fine too. But by not playing the game to direct the developer's intention on this difficult level, I don't know, are you getting the full experience? Because, you know, the challenge and the overcoming of obstacles and the victory is what drives a lot of people to play games. So by taking shortcuts and playing it on easy mode, are you getting the same experience as someone who plays the game on normal? And conversely, someone plays the game on hard or crushing or insane difficulty level. I mean, are they getting the same experience as everyone else? It's a weird one. And I've got to say, kind of like, I'm not sure that they do. I'm not sure someone who plays the game on easy has the same experience and can talk on the same level as someone who plays it on the recommended difficulty levels. I don't know.
Let me read some comments from Twitter, actually. Burlyman Gaming, of course, friend of the show and everything. He says here, I am not a casual gamer, but there are some games I like to play on easy. It's fun to play the game on easy to feel super powerful, he says.
Yeah,
our friend of the show, and he's actually our special guest today, Brutal, Silent Hill dude. He says,
who?
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I said.
Yeah, I've gotten the whole quote get good unquote responses from people for not enjoying hard games like Dark Souls. I honestly don't mind if people play on easy or hard. It's their choice, and whenever someone tells me a game is too challenging for them, I encourage them to play it on easy. British Viper says, never play easy. Medium is lowest I'll go, but I don't judge those who do.
No,
and
right.
Yeah, and then at Missing No, she says that there's games out there that are too difficult for me, but don't wish for an easy mode. Nothing against people who do play on easy, but I'm not going to force change to someone's creative vision just to accommodate me.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, if someone can defeat Dark Souls using a frigging Guitar Hero controller,
yeah, I've seen that.
Right, you can do it with a bloody controller. Honestly, I'll die on this hill if I have to. Anyone can beat these games. Anyone can do it. If it takes you 50 years, yeah, right. If it takes you 50 years to do it,
if people could like beat Crash Bandicoot 4 and not complain about it, but still beat it, then you could beat Dark Souls, man.
Yeah, I will utterly agree with someone last day. You totally can. It's putting the hours in and learning the game itself. So there.
Yeah. So, but what do you guys think about like on Twitch? Do you think a lot of people get that are playing like on easy mode, like casual gamers, are they getting too much backlash? Do you agree with this streamer about what she's saying? I don't know if a lot of people are actually getting a lot of flack or not, but I don't know. Brutal, what do you think?
I didn't even hear about this backlash she was getting, but if they are getting a lot of backlash, I don't know. It depends. Are they trying to force these people to change to add these difficulties? Because if they are, then yeah, they probably deserve backlash. But if they're just talking about what they want, I don't know. They probably don't deserve the backlash.
Yeah. Dan, I don't know if you've ever heard this on like on Twitch or not, but yeah. Any comment on that? I don't know, but
well, so people are playing games and people are going, "Oh, don't play on easy."
Yeah.
Oh, that's why the ban button's there.
So she's saying basically they're being discriminated against.
What? How?
Of course, yeah, I'm sure they are.
Discriminated by devs or discriminated by the audience of Twitch?
By the audience of Twitch.
Oh, fuck them. Black ban. That's why the ban buttons. That's why you have moderators.
They shouldn't pay attention to them.
Yeah, I know, right? This is such a non-problem. Like, if someone's spamming your Twitch going, "Oh, you're playing easy," ban. This is such a non-issue.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But like, yeah, I know. But it's
But that's the internet culture, unfortunately. Now, it's like everything just blows up. Yeah.
Yeah, but you have the means to deny yourself that. You can just say, "Oh, I don't want to hear this dickhead's opinion." Block. But Twitch is a funny thing because I can understand why people want to play on Twitch because you want to have the conversation. So maybe if you're streaming a game, you have to give up a significant amount of your mental runtime to keep an eye on chat, keep an eye on who's subbing, respond to questions, and keep the thing going. So if you're playing Twitch, why do you care if someone's playing on easy? Because, that's not the point. You can go and see someone play on God mode as well. If you want to see someone go play friggin' Doom Eternal on, how's it called? Inferno? What's the hardest setting? Anyway, you can go and watch that as well. I don't know. Like, if you're going on to, like, I'm going to watch this easy player stream just to troll them, it's like, again, that's
usually streamers put in their tags whether or not it's on easy or casual or like, hard mode or whatever.
Yeah, hard mode, I get it, because that's just, dick swinging, isn't it? It's fine. It's like, whatever, dude. Oh my God, I hate Twitch. Like,
I think everybody does.
Guess what's got the most amount of views on Twitch right now? Go on, have a guess. You've got people talking about games, people talking about strategy games and stuff. Guess what the number one thing on Twitch is right now?
I think I could guess, but I want to hear from you.
Go ahead, Dan.
It's obviously a girl in a bikini.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Like, Twitch is such a fucking toilet. Anyway, let's look. Easy mode gamers. Let's look at this.
Easy mode. Brutal, we're gonna get hated on Twitch now, man. So after this podcast, my follower base is gonna just drop and be cut in half, probably. But,
no, I'm curious. I'm not having a go. I want to see if this is real. I've never encountered this because I don't spend much time on.
I think it's just one person overreacting for something. Like always,
You might be right. It might be
overreacting.
Yeah. Like, oh, look at me. Oh, someone's being mean to me. Oh, give me more views. Yeah, so you might be right.
Yeah. Why aren't you subbing to my channel?
It's because I play on easy.
We have such a great community, and only 20 people are watching your stream. Yeah, so
just like Twitch is such a toilet. Like, what? Okay. Anyway.
Well, with that,
like a big can over here.
This is a girl in a bikini on like a banana. That's it. 19.2 thousand viewers. Yeah. Jesus wept. Simps be simping. No. Oh, you can't say that on Twitch anymore.
If I did that, I get banned.
Well, there's this one Japanese streamer. I'm not going to say who it is, obviously, but she has the Hello Kitty type of the camera set and everything, and she's getting like 80 views now per stream, and she's going to be partner probably by the end of the month.
Yeah,
just for that. I mean,
wow.
Unbelievable.
Oh, man.
But yeah, back to the point. It's not an issue. It's a non-issue. No, not all games should be for everyone. There should be something that's just too hard for you. But again, you can do it. Put the time in. That's it.
Yeah, I'm thinking, Dan, maybe I would really love to play in co-op with you, like Bloodborne or something like that. Just you get a feel for what I really need to do. Because like you were saying, maybe it's because, I haven't put enough time into it and learned all the mechanics and everything that I need to know to actually get through it. So
it's all that, and watch other people's play, and because everyone does it differently. The ways people play that you never thought of doing, but that's the way that came natural to them and stuff. It's crazy, but I mean, I might go back another because I stopped playing Dark Souls just because I got bored. Yeah, it wasn't too hard. I just got the slow pace of it. I just kind of got bored of it. Yeah. But I never really felt like I could not do the same thing. Demon Souls. I played original Demon Souls. Again, it wasn't because it was too hard. I just got bored.
Yeah, it gets boring. Those kind of games do get.
Yeah, they do, and I get it. But that's why I like Bloodborne, because Bloodborne doesn't get boring. Because
I actually enjoyed Bloodborne, but I never beat it. But when I played, I actually did enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Bloodborne's actually the most accessible one, and probably the easiest one, to be honest with you. Of all the series, and for what I've played, yeah. But yeah.
Well, anyway, apologies to any of our Twitch friends that are listening to us. Yeah, we love you all, but yeah, there are some things about Twitch that we have our particular pet peeves about. So,
Yeah, like
okay.
stealing views.
Yeah.
That's the number one thing.
Okay.
Hang on in there, people who don't have cat ears and bikinis. You can do it. You'll get there someday. But that is a shortcut, though.
Don't give
If you
up.
want to have 1 million views, just put on a bikini and you're away. Good job.
Yeah. Okay, it's time for Dan's retro topic of the week. So every week, Dan throws at us a topic from the world of the retro scene. So Dan, what do we have this week, man?
This week I've been too busy, so I just want to talk more about Shining Force and why it's brilliant.
Okay.
So yeah, as I mentioned, like last week and maybe the week before that, I've been playing a lot of Shining Force on the Sega Mega Drive Classics Collection, on the Switch is actually right. Yeah, on the Switch, it's actually kind of bad. It's actually quite a bit of input lag. But anyway,
it isn't bad on the Switch.
Yeah. So yeah, it's an alright game. Actually, it's a very good game. So I'd like to give a big shout out to Turn-Based Carl.
Yes.
Who was
friend of the show. Yes.
Friend of the show and official Shining Force series expert. I had a bit of a chat with him. It's interesting. So he's gone on to recommend me to play the follow-on games, which is kind of cool. So Shining Force is a top-down strategy RPG game, much like Fire Emblem, even though they were developed in complete discreetly. They had no idea of the other one's existence. Basically, it's a typical Arthurian King Arthur style might and magic, swords and fantasy kind of thing. So basically, you are a little dude, and your place is under your hometown of Guardiania is under attack from bad dudes. You defend it, blah, blah. Turns out, big conspiracy. You got to go and free the world before a demon dragon is awoken, right? And so that's it. So at the start of every battle, you have a finite amount of squares your character can move. You move your character amount of squares. You fight someone, blah, 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 blah. Then you get to the next village. You level up you improve your inventory. You get new weapons from stores, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, it's really, really good. But I find a couple of problems with it. Like I mentioned in the last episode, I got a dragon, right? Yeah. And this dragon's supposed to be amazing. And Carl, Turn-Based Carl, full name, recommended that you should level him up because he actually is super, super strong. But one of the problems I found is that some of your characters level up way faster than the other ones do. So each time you hit an enemy, you get experience points. Every time you kill an enemy, you get a big bunch of experience points. And what I noticed is that a handful of characters got really strong really, really quickly, which actually hampered the other units. So, for example, like if you manage to get a lucky kill on one guy, so say Luke managed to kill an enemy, he gets 40 EXP, which puts him 40 above everyone else. So that means the next time you have a fight, you'll have two guys attacking an enemy, and they'll take like 2 points hit damage each off the enemy. And then Luke will turn up and just smack him and kill him in one. So that means your stronger players level up exponentially faster than your non-stronger players. So it gets to a point, like, really late in the game, it's introducing you to new characters. Like, you get new characters, like, before the final battle, which is cool, but it's also absolutely crazy because those characters will not stand a chance. You just get killed in, like, one hit. So, yeah, that was one of the weird little things about the game, like how it might be better, like, rather than have each character leveled up individually, like, have maybe a collective pool. I don't know what they do in the following games, but having a collective pool of EXP, so everyone kind of levels up uniformly, but maybe at a slower rate, or maybe get little perks for each player. But yeah, it was weird trying to, because you get like a cool robot and you get like a ninja right at the end of the game, and you're like, these are awesome characters, but you put them into battle and they just get killed in one hit, which is super difficult. But I've been recommended by Turn-Based Carl.
Yeah, if you don't mind, Dan, from our Discord, which you can join, we recommend the Arena Podcast Discord for any questions and comments you might have on the show, and to also chat with the Arena Discord community. Turn-Based Carl actually he put out a reply to you talking about, Dan, you finishing the game. He says here, glad you discovered this gym. I hope you plan to continue into the franchise. Shining Force 2 is just as good, maybe even better, hard to say. Look up how to get the Sacred Tortoise character. You can miss him. He's weak at first, but when you promote him, it's a cool surprise. Then go to Shining Force CD. It's a remake of the first 2 Game Gear games with extra content added. It has fantastic CD quality music. Finally, if you have a way to access Shining Force 3 on Sega Saturn, it's a fully 3D version, and it's amazing. Even had a second and third scenario, which are full games where your save carries across each, and decisions you make change things, similar to Mass Effect. Though they were Japan only, I burned them on disc and played with a printed out translation.
Yeah.
So that's from Turn-Based Carl, friend of the show. So, yeah.
And his
surprise.
Discord... Oh, sorry, go on.
Is the surprise of the turtle that it turns into a Ninja Turtle?
Oh, that'd be immense. That would be too damn good. But it didn't happen with the dragon. I didn't use him enough to get that, so I didn't get a ninja awesome dragon either. But yeah. So please try it, everyone. And yeah, thanks again to Turn-Based Carl, whose icon on Discord is the cover art to Shining Force, which is freaking awesome. Yeah.
You said
they're hidden characters. Yeah, I didn't get them all. Yeah, so go on.
You said that it was on the Sega collection, right? Because I have that on the Xbox, so I might give it.
Nice, yeah, give it a go. It's on the so 1 and 2 are on the Mega Drive Classics compilation, and Shining Force 1 is on the Mega Drive Mini. So yeah, check it out. And yeah, I missed a couple of hidden characters on Shining Force. There's like a little ferret or like a groundhog kind of character which I completely missed. I didn't even know it was in the game. But yeah, hidden characters. It's great. Check it out. And I will move on. I'm taking a bit of a break because I played it hardcore for a week straight. But I will be going into playing more awesome Shining Force. And sorry, bonus fact. That series, the people who made that series went on to become Camelot and like made Golden Sun, and they made the Mario Golf, weird RPG games. Awesome, amazing. Anyway, that's by the by.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan. So for the retro topic this week, and of course, as we said before, our Discord community, the Arena Podcast, please check that out and join and become a member and chat with our community members there. And you can leave questions and comments as well. So you can find out the link at our site on Patreon, as well as on our podcast website at podbean.com. So please check that out. All right, next up is new game releases for the week of April 12th through the 18th via Metacritic. So we have 4 games this week on the list. And one of the first games is a Japanese-based game. It's called Poison Control. I don't know if you guys have heard of this game. It comes out on April 13th for PS4 and Nintendo Switch. Brutal, have you heard of this one? Poison Control.
I'll bet the title interests me. Now I'm going to have to look that up.
It does sound awesome.
Poison Control. So it's a role-playing action RPG. There's no online multiplayer. This shooter meets action title, combines high-octane gameplay and a grim yet charming art style into one unforgettable adventure. Use Poisonette's powers to purify poison Myers while blasting away enemies as her gunslinging vessel. You can also customize your gameplay experience by choosing between a male or female vessel, unlocking weapons and enhancements with each world you purify, and increasing certain sets of Poisonette through choice-based dialogue. So yeah. So basically this is a Japanese title from developer Nippon Ichi Software, but it's coming to America as well. So on April 13th. Yeah. So that's the first game on the list. Second game on the list, Night Squad 2. It's coming for Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. And it comes out on April 14th. So have you guys heard of Night Squad? Night Squad 2 coming. So, yeah. So Night Squad 2 is a chaotic arcade multiplayer game for up to 8 players. Pick an eccentric knight and fight for glory with wacky weaponry. Triumph over your friends in a ridiculous amount of game modes, both locally and online. So general action shooter, shoot 'em up, top down, comes out on the 14th. So, Night Squad 2. Yeah.
We'll check it
Next
out.
up on the list, Saga Frontier Remastered, coming to PS4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and iOS on April 15th. Have you guys heard of this one? Saga Frontier Remastered? Oh. So the 1998 PlayStation Classic is back. Saga Frontier is remastered. The team of 8 have returned, now with Fuse added as a playable character. Choose your favorite character and embark on your own unique journey. Each of the 8 characters have different goals and endings. Your choices will affect how events unfold using the free-form scenario system. This in-depth system will allow you to manipulate and expand a story all your own. Challenge yourself in nail-biting battles by using Glimmer, as well as learning new skills such as the ability to fire consecutive special attacks from multiple team members. So, Japanese-style role-playing game comes out on the 15th. So,
this looks good.
Yep. And last on the list, MLB The Show 21 on April 16th for the PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One. And, of course, it will be coming to Game Pass on day 1. So, on April 16th.
Cool.
So, yeah, of course, this... Yeah, be a two-way star. First, for the first time, take your best player from road to the show and use him in other game modes. Now your ball player can be a two-way star. Enjoy franchise improvements and updates to March to October, which empower you to better make decisions on the future of your club. So, yeah, coming out on the 16th, and it's going to be on Game Pass day 1. So those are our 4 games. What's that, Brutal?
Oh, I said I'm probably going to try it on Game Pass.
I see, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, me too, probably. So the 4 games, Poison Control, Night Squad 2, Saga Frontier Remastered, and MLB The Show 21. Which is your guys' pick for this week? Dan, how about you?
Saga for me, looks interesting. Yeah, I want to talk about Poison Control, but I'll let you guys do your thing first.
Yeah, for me, probably... I want to give MLB The Show a try because I haven't played it in years. So I want to see what it looks like now, and playing it on Xbox Game Pass is the way to go for me. How about you, Brutal?
Yeah, same. MLB The Show. I haven't played a baseball game in like decades, so yeah, I'm probably going to try that.
Cool. Okay, Dan, go ahead. What were you going to say about...
I'm watching the trailer for Poison Control, and
Yep.
So it's kind of like a third-person shoot-you kind of game. But do you remember the game? Oh, what was it called? Was it called Kicks? Where you had like a square playing field, and you moved a little ship across it, and you left a line behind. And whenever you made like a full square or rectangle, that shape disappeared, and it revealed a picture underneath. Do you remember that one?
Vaguely, anyway. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, that's what Poison... It looks like that's part of Poison Control. Like, you run around shooting, and then you draw a shape on the floor, and then that shape on the floor becomes purified. That's quite a nice little mechanic within the game. So it's not just about running and shooting. You've got to kind of clear away all this poison lying around. It's quite fun. But, yeah, it looks all right. But no, Saga Frontier Remastered looks pretty awesome. I might have to have a go on that one. Digital only looks like. Okay.
Yeah, PS4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and iOS as well. So on the 15th. Cool. Alrighty. So with that said, before we conclude the episode, I want to let everyone know where you can find me on social media. You can find my website for gaming content at expat2020.live, and all my other social media links to Twitter, Instagram, my Discord server, the podcast website, as well as my YouTube channels at Linktree. That's linktr.ee/expat2020. I'm also a live streamer and a Twitch affiliate. For after this episode, I don't know how much longer. And you can catch my live streams on twitch.tv/expat2020 as I do gaming and special. Yeah, as I
I
do
think you're
gaming.
safe. It's just everybody else here is not.
I don't know about that. We'll see. As I do gaming and special event live streams, as well as a supplement to the podcast on Fridays called The Arena, multi-platform gaming news week in review live stream from 6 a.m. Pacific. Actually, it's changing, but because of the change back to daylight savings time. But yeah, generally, I think it's 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time now. So that does it for me. Brutal, where can people find you on social media?
They can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/brutalhill or on Twitter on Silent Hill Dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And like we said before, thank you so much for coming on again. And we really, really appreciate it and all of your support. And we hope you come on again soon, man.
Yeah, and believe me, next time it's not gonna be as hard to get on here like it was today.
Yeah, as Brutal was mentioning before we started the podcast today, we had some issues getting him on, but finally we got him on. And yeah, like I said, thanks for coming on again, man. We really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. And Dan, where can people find you and what's going on with you this coming week?
So you can find me on Twitch, press start to game, all one word, press start to game. I'm on Twitch. I might be on there a couple more times this week, doing more trainee based things and some more retro-y things. And that's it. As for the Centre for Computing History, we're gearing up to reopen. We plan to reopen second half of May at some point. Looking forward to welcoming all the members of the public back in because we are all bored out of our minds. So it's going to be great having the people back in. But yeah, that's about it.
All right. Thanks, Dan, as usual. And to end the show, our indie recording artist spotlight. This week, the spotlight is on Jane and the Boy. Jane and the Boy are a duo who work remotely between the US and the UK. Their style could be described as indie pop infused with singer-songwriter bops. From their album titled Starry-Eyed, and the song is called Save Myself. This has been The Arena, a multi-platform gaming news podcast. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Dan, and our special guest, Brutal Hill. We hope to see you in the next one. So take care, everyone. Peace out.
Holding my head again, making my way through crowded thoughts. Sometimes it's hard to get out of it. Broke my heart in the dark. I was just trying to feel something, falling asleep to the sound of it. Always used to let you clean up the messes. Down on my knees, thought I couldn't stand up on my own. Turns out sometimes you're stronger alone. Bringing out the fight, yeah, bring on all the lightning. 'Cause I'm looking for a hero. Look inside the mirror, I found one. Oh, carry the hurt when it gets too hard. Pick it up, dust it off. When I fall down 11, I get up 12. Don't need nobody else. Yeah, I can save myself. Got burned, but I learned. Our scars make us who we are. Now I'm 10 feet tall over my demons. Remind me no one's got me like myself. Yeah, I love me without any help. I'm the best thing to believe in. So I'm bringing out the fight, yeah, bring on all the lightning. 'Cause I'm looking for a hero. Look inside the mirror, I found one. Oh, carry the hurt when it gets too hard. Pick it up, dust it off. When I fall down 11, I get up 12. Don't need nobody else. Yeah, I can save myself. I could crumble into pieces, but I got a million Cause this heavy is a season, and the sun is always right behind the storm.